Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, you're the only group I've ever had to say, oh, let's do that again. Well done. Years and years and years ago, my grandmother, who I'm named for, Maria Angelina, found herself in a crowded room. She reached that stage where reality had become a fluctuating phenomenon. And found herself in a crowded room. Hundreds of people had no idea what was going on. And she turned to the woman who was holding her by her arm. That would be my mother. And she said, "Who are you?" And my mother said, "It's me, Ma Antoinette, your daughter." And she said, "Why are you here?" She said, "It's your birthday. We're all here for your birthday." "Oh, how old am I?" My mother said, "You're 92. 92. And my grandmother looked up at her and said, 92? No wonder I feel like crap. And I do believe that it would make sense that by that particular decade, some part of us, some part of the time, would feel a little bit like crap, right? Fair enough. Our bodies are human. They will age. And I also believe, however, there's a longing, a deep longing within us to not feel like crap, to find a way into the river of our living that nourishes us and sustains us, that brings us the possibility of a little shimmer in life, whether it's the, what are those? that, dealy boppers, or the shimmer of a hug, or the shimmer of, as Bex requested this morning, a touch of magic. So my hope and my wish is that together we learn something today that is useful for you in your work moving forward, that we experience something today that in some way changes the experience of the day, maybe that you have a scent of the river that is yours, and that we have a little fun. Fair? Fair enough. Wonderful. We did in New England. There was a woman who was about 23 years old in the training, and after a few months of learning together online, we met for a week-long immersion, and she had an epiphany. And she raised her hand and she said, "I've just figured out that most growth happens during and after suffering." And we all nod our heads. And she goes, "So shouldn't we be encouraging more suffering?" And literally, her face was lit like the secret of the universe. To which I replied, "Oh, darling, it is on its way." And I would be in bone marrow day after day and watch families whose children were dying, for whom we could do nothing. And some of those families absolutely understandably fell apart. And some of those families rose, grew, became the family any one of us would want to be a part of. They grew in generosity, they grew in perspective, they grew in wisdom, and they grew in joy even as their child was dying. And I did not have language for it. But I remember going to my supervisor and saying, whatever that is, I want that, and I want to know what that is so that I can bring that. And what that is and was is a certain kind of resilience. So today's conversation will be bringing in a perspective about resilience through the lens of positive psychology that is connected to something that I finally have language for. I'm slow. It's taking me a while. But what that is paradox. That the families who have done well, even as they are receiving a shattering blow, understand something about holding paradox. Everything that you offered up as the territory in which health and happiness lies is absolutely true, including the things that we didn't hear. They're all true and valid. And yet, the greatest health and the greatest happiness lives when we can hold paradox. So this is the metaphor I invite you to hold throughout the day. This